Yo, all right. Today is May 8th, 2025. Today I took one trade today. Um, right about here, I took this trade right here down to this level right here. Um, and we'll go through it. This came from a 1 minute time frame. So I'll go over the screenshots and then I'll go over the video. So it was a breakout retest. Oh, great. It was a breakout retest. Price had a 1 minute level up here. Price broke out of it. Unlike the trade yesterday where we sold off and I couldn't find any selling volume, I was able to find selling volume on the tick chart. So on the 10 tick chart, I was able to find the selling volume, and I think I found it probably in the on the 20 and 15, but I didn't too much like it. We had one here, one there, one here. This is the level right here that matched with NQ. So it wasn't an ES level, it was an NQ level. So I looked for NQ to guide the way. And then I had the ES level where it price started off and it sold off. Um so this is where the level for the entry was. Looks like we had a bit of consolidation now that I'm seeing that. And price just dropped down very nicely, came up, right? Yes, I could have tried to take in this one here, but on the tick chart it looked like crap. And then here is on the tick chart, I had the good entry that I like. Price closed right at the level, and I entered it. And then price just went, and I took my exit right down here. And then I saw signs of weakness right here on the tick chart, so I took the full exit. So this is what it looked like. All right, this is the level. Right, this is what I was talking about. That first level here where price rejected. I almost entered, but I noticed that price kind of touched this level here. I said I'll be okay with just missing out the trade, and then price, and then I think I was also looking at the tick chart where this was actually just a block, right? So it didn't have like the wick; it was just a block. So I said on the 20 tick chart. So I think on the 20 tick chart, when I saw the wicks happening, that's when I entered. On the 10, 15, and the 20, I saw the wicks happening. That's when I entered, because I believe that when there's wicks happening on all three, there's a possibility that it might work out. And well, I entered, and then I had already entered. Afterwards, I saw this red mark, and then I'm already in the trade. And then price just starts to go. We get this here. So once price broke this level right here, I'm at break even. Price drops down to the 2 to 1. I'm still at break even because price might come back and just retest this area just for shits and giggles. And then when price started really breaking down, I got down to 2 to 1. And then as we got close to my level, 4 to 1 right here. And then when the minute I saw the weakness, I said, oh, let me just bail out, and I took the exit. The minute this happened, price went all the way back up. Right, so my exit was this 5 minute trend line. I don't have anything here for it. It's just a 5 minute trend line. I just took the exit. I'm glad that I did. This is the NQ level right here. Right, where that level came from. This is it. So price came back up, and then I had a possibility of rejecting, so I just took it. Right, it was still on the downtrend. Right, so I took the trade. ES was holding, and I gave it a shot. And so this is the breakdown of the trade. Start of the sell for breaking out. This was the breakout. I think on the 5 minute we got the breakout right here, sell, pull, and then drop. Right, we had an absorption level here. This one closed below, that one closed below. So all of them closed below that 1 minute idea level that was based off that. Right, and you can see that price actually was respecting this level for quite a bit. So the level was pretty strong in a sense because price was basically respecting it. So I'm glad that it worked out. So yes, the starts of sales of the breakout, starts of sale for the breakout. I like this retest. Didn't take it. I did thought about putting my entry there, but I like this rejection. I think that's our no, this is our sell. This one is also very good, right? And then close out the close out this chart. Um, let's show it the trade on this. Okay. Yeah, I can close that out. I'm done with this. I just minimize it. So yeah, so the trade was basically it. I just waited until we had buyer stepped in, and I just exit. I had to remind myself that look for buyers, look for buyers, look for buyers, look for buyers, look for buyers for my exit. Right, because I wanted to exit here, I wanted to exit here, I wanted to exit there, I wanted to exit here, I wanted to exit here, which was my level. So I exited, and then I didn't want to be too greedy, so I exit there physically, and then I saw that, and I just took the full exit. I said I'm not gonna just sit there and play around with this trade. All right, so let's go into the video. Oh, okay. So the trade came in at 10:02, and while the video's playing, let me open up my checklist. I'm also going to go back so that way I am looking at just the actual regular video. I don't need the fast one to be playing right now. So this is it right here. Alright, so and then we'll go through everything. So the market's gonna open up soon. So as you can see, I had that level there. Price did bounce off of it very nicely. Bam, bam, bam. Pushed all the way up. Alright, I don't have anything here to show signs of buying. So we did have this level wanted to appear. I ignored it. This level here I ignored because this was weak, even though I could have paid attention to it because price did go all the way down and come back up. So that was a possible level. We'll see how price reacts to it later on, if I can remember. Yes. So I started talking to myself through this. This is the NQ's level. NQ had a nice, beautiful level right here for an absorption, and it was looking like this. So we had a trend line, though it was the trend line here, but this is a nice trend line. So here we go. So this is where ES broke below, but the 15-minute didn't. I saw that. That gives me anything? No, the 5-10 minute tick chart is what I'm going to be working with for now. I know the audio was that garbage. So I saw the sell, but I don't see the hold, so I'm not interested still. Already about 11 points, so it's already more than 2-to-1. So I was looking for a potential long right here. Right. So, all right, looking for price up, down, and then get going. So looking for like some buying or something like that. I'm not sure if I had buying on the tick chart. Also some buying from this. So let's wait. Yeah, see. All right. For also some buying from this, so let's wait. So I'm looking for some buying to rush anything or an absorption to pop up, right? Some absorption or buy. An absorption or buy from the 5-minute. We're getting somewhat of an absorption on the 15-minute. Cause we are mostly selling on the 30-minute. So no need to rush. We're just taking our time. All right. Right now, it's showing signs of potential buying. We have about 2 more minutes before this 5-minute closes. I'm not rushing. I can wait. But that is my entry potential area.
moves so fast.
And NQ was
Got
holding
18
at the time. NQ was holding its level, not really moving, as you can see. 83%, 81%, 83%,
So we just
82%,
wait.
80%, 84 point. See, it's NQ's moving up. So NQ basically was holding its level.
So I'm just waiting.
All right, we'll jump forward a little bit.
On the tick chart and on the 5 minute, I want to see some buying here, some retest, and then continuation up, and then to this area here.
So
Right,
buying,
we're still waiting. We're still in a
retest,
downtrend.
continuation up.
Downtrend, right? Buyers have not stepped in from there, but this is a strong sub area. So we're just waiting.
That's the level I wanted to target.
Before retest at that level, risking about 3 to 4 points, and then go from there. Let's see if we can get it.
So still waiting. When does my
Go,
trade
go.
come in?
And yes, NQ had the absorption.
So
And
we
buy
got
candles,
a
that's
nice
fine.
absorption right here. I like
See,
it.
come down to that level and buy up that area. Because it's
NQ
80.
also had absorption.
Let's see if we can buy it up and get down to it. If price will absorb, we're getting close to it. It's a nice wick from the 1 minute when we go down there. So I see price give me a wick. So I'm buying from the tick chart. No rush.
Uh,
I may enter early. If this one holds. It's shy of my level, but it looks like it's trying to pick up.
all right, so
It's about 2.5 risk. Volume's coming in. I really like to see price go back at 56.80 one more time and retest it. And then reject it. Okay, we're down near 56.80. Let's get a wick. Push in, and let's get a wick.
so I'm looking for
NQ.
wicks from the tick
I feel
chart.
like it's about to demolish that level.
NQ does
I don't see
start
it
to
before. That's what I'm looking
really
for.
drop because it was at
I don't see
80,
it
now it's at
before.
73.
I'll probably have to wait for two candles from the tick chart. I don't see what I'm looking for. Not from the 10 tick chart.
Yeah, I don't see nothing I'm
I just
looking
see that
for
we
from
are
any of
just
the,
on time wick,
of the charts.
But the tick chart looks very solid right now. So I would have to wait for two candles versus one. Just based on how it's created. So price does start moving. I'm not gonna rush in. I do like that we held. That looks very good at the 1 minute. Honestly, that's a green buying tick, green buying volume. But right now, nope. All right, it's no good. It's no good. Didn't get what I wanted. Price is destroying that level. I don't think price is going to come back up.
Even though we got
I see
a
what I'm
wick
seeing here
there,
on the on NQ.
didn't get any wicks
I
there.
see NQ dropping ES. Looks like it's trying to hold, but this is NQ's level, so I'm gonna respect NQ. No go in that trade.
I'm glad I did that because I would have been upset if I tried to push.
Never got a buy signal. NQ demolished the level. Let's see what 15 minute tick chart gave. 15 minutes did not give an entry also. Thank God. Let's go back to 10. That level has been destroyed, right? So now we can use it as a potential level for an entry to continue lower. I wouldn't mind taking it down up here. Price coming down, coming back up.
Alright, so
So now that we
price
deposited
started
with
destroying it.
that
I need price to close
volume,
below it
15 minute tick chart real quick to see if we got anything
for
there.
me to get in, right?
Uh,
But I can also play it long if buying does come back up. So
10 tick chart. I like the 10 tick chart. Does have selling volume out of that level, right?
There
We
it
got
is.
two of them.
see the selling was way up here,
It's the
but we had a
selling
selling
bar area.
volume out of the
So
level on the 10 tick
that.
chart.
So I would like to see price move down a little lower. Maybe to 565 area or near here, and then come back and retest it, right? We got that because I do have sell volume outside of that from the tick chart, right? As price broke out of that level. So this will be a breakout retest potential. We're at a previous resistance line, right? You can see that here. Price did like a lot of stuff going on here, so I'm not really minding this, paying too much attention to that. Strong sell up here. That's a rejection. So I'm not a big fan of an immediate reversal. I would like to see price have really moved. So I can wait for the 5 minute to give me something, but I'm not gonna hop into this right away. We are still having a leg here. I see something close. I mean, we have this close below. We've got a bit of time here until Trump speaks, but these wicks here are not making me feel comfortable. So I'm in no rush. This is the level, so it'll be a quick retest, but if we close right at it, we close right at it, boom. I don't see any rejection, anything like that I'm interested in.
So
I don't see anything. If price does go, that sucks. But I think we still got
and
some
we
stuff
had
to
we
work
had
with.
buying right here coming in.
So let's see what we can get. We got an absorption on that 1 minute chart. That buying was real. Earlier. That buying here was RSI. This was a real buy, but it just failed to continue. Price came back, retested. I like this somewhat. I like to see price really give me the wick that I'm looking for the entry. So, price is still down there. Trump speaks in about 7 minutes. We're holding the highs from yesterday. Where is VIX? Is VIX inside the lows or near the lows or around the lows? So VIX is still way below the lows. Looks like it's facing a prior support zone. know. And I did say that I think VIX will continue higher, ES and NQ will continue lower. So, yeah, I like the fact that the 5-minute close like that below. The 5-minute might give me my entry. For the 1 minute, we in no rush. Trump peaks at 6 minutes. Unless the market doesn't explode, I will still take a trade if it makes sense.
So we got about 6 more minutes. So I just go through it, fast forward. You see that price is showing buy.
Not gonna lie.
I'm under the board. I'm really exhausted during this time. I'm not gonna lie. I see that we're pushing back up. Right, and then I start to look for an entry.
Looking for potential rejection. That makes sense.
Right, but I'm still looking at this 15 minutes saying like, look like we're wicking back up. Maybe I shouldn't be looking for a short. All right, especially this is wicking up on the 15.
This looks like it wants to hold.
Right, like I said, that looks like it wants to hold. I'm like, okay, the 15 minute looks like it's trying to hold. That's not a good sign. The 30 minutes looking like that. The 1 hour is looking like that. The 4 hours looking like that. I think we're going to be looking for a buy. All right.
We got absorption happening.
All right, price is
Buyers
pushing up.
stepping
Got
in.
absorption coming in. Got buy stepping in. It's
Last
like,
selling point here.
all right. So
The last selling point.
we're the last selling point
price
on
cannot hold
on
that.
this one here.
Yeah.
Right, and I need to see like a rejection there.
I'm gonna have to just rethink this
And I
level.
think I started
Probably not
looking
that one.
at the 20 tick chart down here, saying that I need this to at least show a rejection wick coming out of that spot. So there goes that first
The last
attempt.
level of selling.
You know, you can see.
Only spot.
Up,
If
so I,
price goes this
up-
soon, it'll be ridiculous.
I pull up the wick on that
Price goes
one.
this soon, it'll be ridiculous. Wow.
I don't like. I see what we did there, but I don't like it. I don't like it. Doesn't look good for me as far as an entry wise. I said, okay, I prefer to just let price go. I'm not gonna chase it. Because if I had chased this one, I would have got stopped out, and then I probably would have missed the actual entry itself. So I'm just waiting.
6 points. 6
Alright.
points from that level.
That's a 6-point
A lot of
move.
buying down here.
I don't think we had any wicks from
Um,
the other ones.
Damn, that was a nice area for an entry for a quick drop down. It does have this to clear. There's a lot here to clear, but that would have been the entry. I'm gonna take a quick break. I'll look for that retest.
The crazy thing is that in 2 minutes, my entry level does actually come. Alright, in 2 minutes, my entry level comes. Alright, we got a 5-minute
I'll be back.
rejection.
Damn, I'm trying to take a break. It was Trump speaking.
Right, I thought Trump was speaking, but I don't think Trump was speaking at this time. It was delayed. So I'm erasing my levels.
Lots to walk away.
So this selling pressure matches with the 10 tick selling pressure. Everything's matching up.
Got a higher low. This is what
Bit exhausted.
How do we clean this up?
The 15-minute close below, the 30-minute close below, the 1 hour close below. All right, so that's just the 4 hour really. So now let's look for that wick. Let's see if we start getting the wick, right? So I'll start looking for a wick at this one here. I see that we're getting a wick. I like the wick that's happening. I saw the wick on the 10 tick chart. I said, okay, I'm gonna try it out. Stop loss is like right up here.
On the 10 tick chart.
All right, need the price to actually hold. I answered before this tick chart close.
Hope it holds.
I'm nervous.
56.85 is my entry. 56.85.5 is my stop loss. I cannot mark it yet until price moves. So I have to manually track it. My hand's on the exit button if price does decide to puke out. But I did like the rejection I saw on the tick chart, on the 10 tick chart. I just needed to hold.
So the 10 tick chart was my entry.
Let's hold. Let's drop. That'd be great. Let's see if NQ can hold. Come on, NQ. Let's drop NQ. We are in a strong seller's market, but that doesn't mean anything with Trump at the podium speaking.
All right, so we still got this wick here. We are in the seller's market. I'm thinking that Trump is speaking at this time.
Move the stop loss a little lower. Back to the exit button.
All right, still got that wick right here. You can see.
Price continue moving lower. I lost out of the tick charts. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, now I can see it again. I have no idea where my eyes went. I did lose out of the tick charts. I do see volume accumulating. I need volume to hold.
All right, that's important, right? So something right here happened to me.
I have no idea where my eyes went. I lost sight of the tick charts. I'm not gonna lie. Okay,
Alright, so I started looking at everything and I had no idea what I was looking at anymore.
now I can see it again. Look like it's trying to get back up there again.
I'm looking at this, I'm looking at that, I'm looking at this,
Lower.
but I forgot to even start key looking at the tick charts. I lost my
Sight of the tick
focus.
charts. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, now I can see it again. I have no idea where my eyes went. I did lose sight of the tick charts. I do see volume accumulating. I need volume in the hole. I need volume in the hole.
I'm starting to like this absorption right here.
I need volume in the hole.
Really liking this absorption right here. I'm gonna speed it up.
The hole. While I mark the charts, let's continue to hold. Come on, let's hold and drop. Let's hold and drop. Let's hold and drop. This is my
Alright.
entry.
Alright,
Let's
so
go. Price is moving. I need price to move my stop loss to break
so I
even.
marked it.
Break even is the goal. I see you got a trend line here.
So
I'll get to
break even
trend
is
line
my
form.
goal.
see
I
it.
like the selling
Of course,
here.
do not let this trade go against me. I just now saw the trend line on the tick chart. I do like the selling that I see is happening, but I do not like the trend line that just disappeared. And so I want to see price really just drop instead. Drop through that trend line. That'd be great. It does need to clear this. It needs to clear this. Let's hold it. And the goal is to go to segment price, which is around 56.50. I'll move my stop loss to there. I'll take profit down me. So let's just get through that trend line. We started getting through the trend line. I like that. Let's continue moving. We do need to clear these here. This is the first one we need to clear. Second one we need to clear on the tick chart. On the 10 tick chart is what I entered off of. On the 15 tick chart is this one right here. So it's a little high right there, but I'm not going to mind that one too much because it's just too close to my entry. I am at break even, which is 0.5 into my entry. I'll mark it nonetheless. 51.25. This is my entry here. You see the white line up here. And this is my break even line. My entry is actually 56.8175. Right, so prices look like price is trying to go. We do need to clear these.
Now it's ready to
Now I'm
re-enter
looking
this
at
trade if
the,
I needed to.
1 minute time frame. Keep an eye on that. On the where we at now, that block right here. That's on the tick chart. On the 10 tick chart. Keep an eye on that. No, I do have selling on the 20 minute, the 20 tick chart, the 10 tick chart, and the 15 tick chart. All right, so this need price to just stay there. Right, this is where most of it's at. And if price can really just start to push down, we'll really get a nice move. But price does need to clear this buying that popped up. This buying was very strong. And they all do have that buying area. So price does need to clear that on all three. If price cannot clear that on all three, then at least I tried. Looks like buyers are trying to step in. I hope they don't do that. Don't do that. Sellers, I still see selling volume. That's buying volume rejected. Right. 56.60. I did not see that. I see that now. So there's a possibility of an exit if price does break below 56.60. 56.50 is my target. Alright, price looks like it's lifting.
It was price.
Looks like price is lifting and getting out of that zone. It does need to get out. Alright, price got out of that zone. We're past the 2-to-1. Keeping my eye now on the main
My
target.
target was right here.
Like I said, I would like to segment price. I see that NQ is reaching the yesterday's high again. I'm looking for signs of weakness for an exit. Alright, signs of weakness for an exit, which means that I want to see signs of weakness will be green buying. My hand is on the exit button if I must exit, but I'm going to wait. Alright, so we're just waiting, looking for signs of weakness. My eyes are on all three things. I take profit is at 56.49.75. I move to 56.50 because that's what segment price is. Segment price is at what? 56.52. So I move to 56.52. That's what segment price is. Alright, so I still don't see any signs of weakness yet. Alright, so I'm looking at all three charts, glancing back and forth. Between the tick charts is what I'm talking about. Looking for signs of weakness, which would be buy, or it just hits my target. I should probably move my exit to. I don't see where to move my exit yet. I take profit. Like 56.75 is my 2-1. Maybe I can move it there. 56.74. Move to 56.74. It wouldn't hurt to have that there. Now I'm speculating. I don't see sign of weakness yet. I would hate for this to come all the way back up. All the way back up to here. Let's mark this level right here. This was the last buy before price failed. What level is that? That's 56.71.5. I should just show the price. Alright, there it is, 57.15. That's that level there. This is the last buying that I saw on the tick chart. Hopefully price can stay below it and not reclaim it. Let's remove this to help reduce the physical chart noise. Keep an eye on NQ. Keep an eye on all of them. Talking is a bit exhausting. We're close to 4-to-1. I don't feel like I'm being greedy. I would hear this ding if price reaches it. So keep an eye on all three. Price is pushing again. Here we go. Here we go. I might take 2 off because that'll be a lot. If I get that ding sound, I'm gonna take. Okay, I see some selling in there. I saw some selling pressure. That's not buying pressure. That's selling pressure. That's some selling pressure that just popped up. Right here, the ding. I will take 2 off and leave 1 on, and then readjust my stop.
Here we go. About to get the ding. There it is.
Ding. Took 2 off. I have 1 left.
2 off.
Right, I have 1 left. Just the buy stop. I'm gonna move it to my 2-to-1, which is 566. What is that? Yeah, 566.42. That's where that volume came in. 566.50 is where it's at. I took 2 off.
And that's when I noticed. Oh, we actually had buying volume.
Okay. Oh, I saw exit. I saw weakness. I see weakness. Getting out. All right.
All right, so you can see that was the trade.
All right. So I saw weakness. I got out. I saw weakness here. direction left.
After that, price did something crazy. Price freaking reversed. Like it was a bat out of hell. Came back to that strong buying area that was there. And then it just went to... I started playing around for potential entries. Mock entries. Straight sell. Back into that level. Back to the level I wanted it to go to. And it's nice level there. Trump was speaking. And then I think that's all she wrote. I think that was the last low we've ever seen after that. That was the goal, right? Price came, bounced, pushed up, came out, bounced one more time on the trend line, on the trend line, on that's trend line 1, 2, 3, and then that was it. Cut right through it. That's pretty much it. Yeah, so that was crazy. Crazy move up. I don't even know what to say about that. Price just went, held that level. Oh wow, I'm just not seeing that. Price held this level. I want to see if there's any buy out of that level. That's a nice little move up. Let's see if there's any buy out of that level, and then price sold off. So we'll look at that one. I am exhausted. I have not taken a nap at all today. Alright, let's see if there's any buying out of that level from the tick chart. So here is our level. We broke out of it, looking for buying out of that level. We're not looking for the RSIs. We're not looking for anything else. We're looking for buying out of that level for our entry. Tick chart. Nope. Yeah, there it is. Excuse me. So right here. Yeah, break out of it, and then we got that. Buy right here. Alright, let's see what I was gonna do. Let's see like that. Pretty damn good. And then price broke out and then just sold out. So alright. Anyway, that's it for me for today. I'm a bit tired. I'm not gonna lie. I'll be back tomorrow if anything. Alright, I'm out.